Good evening, Mononokel. I got my vaccine today. It's Johnson & Johnson, so it's a one shot. So in 2 weeks, I'll be fully vaccinated. And if you're interested to see that the deck I drafted Friday, the Niv Mizzet deck. Oh, nice. I got whatever was available. So if you want to see the Niv deck that I drafted, I recorded it and put it on my YouTube channel. I couldn't put it on Twitch because I'm not like a part of the affiliate program or whatever, so it wouldn't let me upload videos. But if you're interested, there is the video for later review. It seemed like a fun enough deck that I had drafted on stream that it was worth recording the games. So this will be the last stream of cubing, since next Friday will be Strixhaven. Cube will be gone. And I may not stream the following Monday. The house that I bought closes tomorrow, and so we're planning to move over the weekend, so I don't know if I'll have like my computer and internet set up and whatnot by next Monday night. So there's a chance that I stream next Monday, but it's less chance than normal. I'll get started in a couple minutes here. There's one in that Niv stream or Niv video, there's one match that's really good. Or maybe really sweet. Maybe that's a better word for it. Have you done any cubing yourself, Mononoko? What a shame, missing cube draft. It's true, not all cubes are equal. I've only watched one draft of the MTGO cube, but I don't really have an MTGO account. I mean, I like technically do, but I don't have money in it. And since I'm infinite on Arena, I prefer to draft for free. Alright, I'm going to get started here. Over the weekend, I drafted a sweet blue-white control mill deck. It was pretty fun. Yeah, cubes, so basically vintage cube and maybe legacy cube. Well, Sublime Epiphany is pretty sweet. Blood Artist is good, but I don't think it comes anywhere close to Sublime Epiphany. I think Sublime Epiphany is just way more powerful than everything else here. So I think that's going to be the pick here. Draft blue a lot, but like it's not close. There's just nothing anywhere close to that power level, so it's going to have to be Sublime Epiphany. Is it chance Great Shark comes back? I'd like to see that. Rune Crab would probably come back. I don't know if I want that or not. Beanstalk Giant could be a thing if it comes back. I'd be kind of surprised if it did, though. This pack's a little on the weak side. I don't think Blood Artist will come back. This card's so good. I like the artwork too. I think it's pretty neat. Glacial Fortress, Mazemind Tome, Kogla, Terramorphic Expanse. Try to force the black X sacrifice deck. Well, there wasn't anything for that. I mean, there was the Blood Artist last pack, but I can't take that over Sublime Epiphany. And in this pack, there's nothing for that deck. I mean, I guess you could call Fanatical Fireband that, but I wouldn't take that over some of these other options. So I think the question is it Glacial Fortress or Terramorphic Expanse? I don't think I want to take a Kogla here. If I was already in green, I would. And Mazemind Tome's good, but I don't particularly need that. I think I'd rather have good mana. I'll take Glacial Fortress because it's a pretty good blue land. Plain White Celebration is a cool control card. Lightning Strike or Thundering Rebuke are both good if I ended up in like a blue-red deck. There's another blue-white land. There's Overwhelming Splendor, but Overwhelming Splendor is a lot better if I end up in some sort of green ramp deck. And then there's a blue-white land. And there's Golden Egg, too. I haven't played blue-red spells yet. Maybe I take a Lightning Strike or a Thundering Rebuke. To try and make that a thing. I don't know which of those two are better, though. I guess I'll take the instant. I think probably the right pick is Temple of Enlightenment, but I've played a lot of blue-white control, and I haven't played any blue-red yet, so let's see if we can make that a thing. Doom Foretold's pretty interesting. I like that card. Lake Claim's good. Abraid's good in like blue-red spells. I think I like Lake Claim. Doesn't really fit the blue-red spells theme exactly, but it's a powerful card, and it goes with my Sublime Epiphany in that it's another powerful card. I mean, in the same color. I kind of like Doom Foretold, but I don't think that's where I am right now. I'll take Lake Claim here. Well, there's a blue-red-white land. Inscription's pretty good. Poison the Cup's pretty good. Tibalt could be interesting, but I don't think I can take Tibalt over this land. So if I end up in blue-white, which white doesn't feel especially open right now, but if I ended up in blue-white to go with this other land, it does that. If I end up in blue-red, it does what I want. If I only end up in blue and it's a cycling land, it might still be playable. I still think that this is my best option here, so I'm going to take that. Showdown of the Scalds. It's also Into the Royal and Hieroglyphic Illumination. Do I want to try and make Showdown a thing? It's better when you have creatures in your deck, which I often don't. It's powerful enough. I think I'll speculate on it. Well, if I wanted to be blue-red, this goes in that. There's Waker the Waves, Karuga. Actually, this could be a start to a Karuga companion deck. I haven't done any companions yet. Let's try that. I would need to pick up, like, some of the adventure creatures so that I can interact early. Sigurd's a good card, but I'm trying to do interesting things here, not necessarily good things. So if I'm on Karuga, I could play Icy or Deemworthy. Kind of like Icy. Yeah, I'll take Icy here. Wow, Blood Artist Wield? That's kind of nuts. I'm like nowhere close to Blood Artist being good though, right? Alright, so I'm going to take this and probably not play it, because then I can't companion Karuga. But you never know. Kogla came all the way back. That makes me think green's open. Alright, let's do that. There's a green-red land. And then a bunch of cards I don't particularly want. So I'll take the green and red land. Phylath. I don't really want to be green-red, but I can splash Phylath. I don't really know where I'm going to be right now. Blue doesn't actually feel very open. Tibalt. Can you put Thrash in your deck and still have... Yeah, because I think it costs 6 under the new rules. So let's do that. Take this. So I'm looking more like a green-red deck at this point. I like Mindstone, but I can't do that and Karuga as my companion. If I'm green-red, Dragon Master Outcast is kind of interesting, but I don't have any ramp spells, so it's worse. If I was in that blue-red deck, Young Pyromancer is exactly what I want. Man, I just have no idea here. Alright, I think Mindstone is just the best card. And if I don't get to the Karuga thing, then Mindstone's probably where I want to be. Sweltering Suns is interesting, so is Once Upon a Time. No, there's no way to really force sacrifice here. I mean, I have Woestrider now, so, but I don't think there's any way for me to really be in the sacrifice deck at this point. I think I like Once Upon a Time. Can help with my fixing. Ashaya is eh. I don't think I'm green enough to be Old Growth Troll. And I don't think Chandra is going to do what I want in this deck. So I guess I'll take a Shaya. I have a lot of expensive cards already. Maybe that's a reason to pick a Palladium Mirror. Sure, let's take Palladium Mirror. Chromatic Lantern, Scorching Dragonfire. I'm a lot of colors right now, so I think I'll take the Lantern. Behold's kind of interesting. I don't know that I'm going to be very blue, though. Or blue at all. Sarkhan's Unsealing could be a thing. I like Tendershoot Dryad. Maybe I just want that. Maybe I'm morphing into some sort of like green ramp deck. Ugh. Maybe I'm green-blue. And I like splash red. And or white. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I think this is between Chainweb and Censor. I guess I'll take Chainweb. This feels a little bit like a train wreck here. Let's see if we can save it. Shark Typhoon's really good. Rampaging Ferocidon could be a thing if I wanted to go aggressive here. I don't think I want to be that aggressive. Let's do Shark Typhoon here. It's just a good card. So I'm kind of leaning into blue-green here. Thrix is interesting, and Inscription is interesting. I'm kind of shy on creatures right now. But I think I like Inscription. No, I'm going to take Thrix. Just want more stuff that does stuff. I probably don't want any of this. I guess I'll take the Inscription. Probably not play it. I think I need creatures, so I think I'm on Wildborn Preserver here. I don't have any humans, so it triggers on all my creatures. A Shaya came back. I guess I'll take it. So this land may still make it. Lightning Strike's probably out. I think if I'm playing red, it's a splash. I guess a blue cycling land could be a thing. I think I can cut Phylath. I don't need to be splashing more expensive cards. So that leaves Thrash Threat and Showdown as my red cards at the moment. I have 2 free white sources right now and 2 free red sources. Behold's fine. I don't think I want this, but take it. This is not a search deck. I don't have any black fixing, which makes Valki pretty rough. There's a Lava Coil and a Thrashing Brontodon. Lifecrafter's Bestiary. I don't have that many creatures. I wouldn't mind Wilt or Spring on the wheel. How much removal do I have? Well, I need creatures. I think I'll take Thrashing Brontodon and hope to wheel Spring to Mind. I think there's a reasonable chance I do. Ooh, Hydra's good. I like the Wolf Willowhaven too, but I think the Hydra's just good. Ooh, Great Henge, Breeding Pool, another blue-green land, and Hulk. This is a great pack. How good am I at getting Great Henge down? Kinda eh. It's a tough call. It's also Kiora. Alright, I'm going to take Breeding Pool here, and I'll take either Kiora or Great Henge or Gear Hulk on the wheel. Even though they're all good, I can't imagine they're all going to get taken. Dryad Greenseeker is pretty good, and none of the rest of these cards are playable for me. Another blue-white land, Primal Might. Oh, I like Explore here. I think Showdown's probably out at this point. Ooh, Scoot Swarm is pretty good with Ashaya. I like this card too, and I don't have any artifact or enchantment removal yet, but I think I just want Scoot Swarm. Champion of Wits is not bad. I don't think this is a Field of the Dead deck. Cultivator Caravan could be interesting. I think I'll take Champion here. Goose is good. That's got to be better than the Splash Dragonkin Berserker. Or an Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I like Gilded Goose. Spring to Mind came back. Yeah. The Bestiary is a lot better now, but I think Spring to Mind is like what my deck really wants. I think I'm just sort of a ramp deck. Well, this was a weird path to get here. So I have 2 red sources. That's probably fine. Well, actually 3 because I've got this Chromatic Lantern if I play that. And I guess the Goose. I might even be able to play the Showdown. We'll see. Man, was this the pack with all those cards that I wanted? I guess I'll take Castle Garenbrig. Sulphur Falls can help me splash. Crush the Weak for the sideboard off the splash, probably not great. Warkite Marauder could be a thing. There's also Savage Stomp. I don't really have any dinosaurs, right? I have 2 dinosaurs. I've got the 3/4. I can take the Savage Stomp. What's my other dinosaur? Ah, that's a dinosaur. Stomping Ground came back? Alright, well, so the red splash is super free. So maybe a Showdown or Phylath. Oh, it's another blue-red land. Alright, so Icy can probably go. It's not really what my deck wants to be doing. A lot of expensive cards. Maybe Behold can go. It's a good card. But I don't know if it's what I want to be doing. And the horn beetle doesn't really pump until my top end here, so it's probably not that good. So Shark Typhoon can cycle at 2. Spring is really a 3-drop. Thrash is probably a 2-drop. So those can go up there. Do I want this Palladium Mirror? So I think I kind of do want Showdown. Which means this land can get back in. Well, so I think the question is, do I want Showdown or do I want Phylath? Phylath is probably not great with how many non-basics I'm playing. So I'll take Showdown. Probably Bonder's Enclave can go at that point. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources for free. 6 if I'm playing the Chromatic Lantern. And 1, 2 white sources. 3 with the Chromatic Lantern. The Plains definitely isn't in. Oh, and then there's Gilded Goose too. Yeah, I think I can get away with it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's throw a land back in. We'll figure out the colors in a minute. So I still need 3 cuts. The Palladium Mirror can probably go. What's my removal look like? Maybe the Chain Web goes and then comes in out of the sideboard. That's probably good. So I've got Thrash, Hydra, Stomp, and some flash creatures. Lake Claim, Kogla. Maybe I don't want Behold. Yeah, that looks like a thing. Alright. So I'm way heavier green, right? Yeah. So right now I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. That's way more than I need, I think. Do I care about Castle Garenbrig? It jumps me for Voracious Hydra. I guess Wildborn Preserver triggers. Kogla. Karuga, kind of, because it draws me... When I draw cards, I may have an extra mana from that. That's not that good. But I don't know if it costs me much. I have 6, 7, 8 actual forests in the deck. So let's see, I have 7, 8, 9, 10 green sources. Probably want one more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. Yeah, I think I can cut one more. Okay, so how awkward are Sulphur Falls and Glacial Fortress? I have 1, 2, 4 actual islands. They're kind of awkward. If I cut Sulphur Falls for an island, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. Yeah, I think I can do that. Alright, there we go. This is a weird way to get to this deck. I think the deck's okay, I don't think it's great, but this is not a normal path to get to it. Oh, 1 land makes this great. And I'm on the draw. I'm gonna risk it. Maybe I shouldn't, but I have Spring and Chromatic Lantern. Found my land. Now I just need them to not kill the goose. Excellent. That might have been a mistake. Because if I had sprung, then this turn I could have Chromatic Lantern Wildbone Preserver. Yeah, that was a mistake. Sure. It has done its job. So my opponent is mana screwed right now. I'm going to do this in the Preserver. And then both Ashaya and Karuga are better after this. That said, I'd probably trade the Brontodon here. Green is their other color, apparently. So I'm actually going to pay 2 here, because I'd rather get another 1/1 counter on this than attack for 3. Hey, they found another land. Oh, what's in their graveyard? Lurrus is in their graveyard. Oh, they're going to do that, okay. I guess I'll Karuga here. So I played a land, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana if I want it. Do I want to pay? No. I'm going to play this, and then if I still want to pump, I can do that at that point. Discard the lands. I'll just go ahead and pump here. I'm not planning to attack currently. The double Death Touch creatures are a bit of a problem. Oh, I'd love it if they sacked it for Priest. That would be hot. Yeah, I didn't think so. Sure. Just take it. They have white mana in their deck, too. Ooh, Kogla's nice. Oh, this even leaves me enough to Sublime Epiphany if I need to. Excellent. Oops. So, counter that ability, return a non-land, copy, and draw. Choose this triggered ability, return this non-land permanent. I would like to copy this one because it's not legendary, and I will draw a card. So I just want to like avoid a wrath here. Yeah, so much value. That's Sublime Epiphany for you. My opponent might deck themselves in the meantime. I was very happy to see them try to use that ability. Yeah. Get your demon. Oh man, is that lethal? 12. That's totally lethal. Boom. Alright, so they're white-black graveyard shenanigans, but mostly black. I guess they'd have forest in their deck too. Okay. Is there anything I can do about that? I don't think so. The death touch creatures were definitely irritating. Is Crush the Weak good here? It gets Priest, Luris, Dusk Legion Zealot, whatever. Archfiend Vessel. Stitcher Spire. Might be good enough. So big fatties are less good here. I don't have any humans, right? Yeah. So I can't use Kogla's activated ability. Maybe I don't need Stomp as much. Sure. They were at like 28 life. That was my first attack to kill them. Yeah. Green Seeker will help me find lands. It also survives Crush the Weak. Goose, you are not on time. I would like to find a land here so that I can go Lantern Goose. Not sure if I want a Goose though, if I'm playing a Crush. No, that's a bummer. Well, that comes in tapped. Alright, well, I'm playing the Goose, I guess. Gives me a chance at the Tendershoot Dryad. Gets a lot worse if I'm playing a Crush the Weak, I suppose. Okay. So I think I'm going to try and get more value. Well, yeah, I want to play this Chromatic Lantern here. And maybe I get lucky and get something else. And if I top deck a land, I can Crush the Weak and still play a Wildborn Preserver. Play 2 toughness creature or less. Yes. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Boom. And it seems likely to me that that's probably the game, but, you know, we'll see. Sure. Let's get that Blood Artist out. So, well, I was gonna say, I don't expect them to have a Wrath effect, but I have a strong enough board here that I could probably just Showdown on the Skulls and have Tendershoot for after a Wrath if they had one. But they decided they'd had enough. J Mages Hazam. Yeah, this is fine. It's not like exciting, but it's a turn 4 Tendershoot Dryad. I'd love to draw Explore here. That would be hot. No guts. I don't think I'm cycling Sharp Typhoon here. Kogla's interesting. In fact, I can play it right now because of Castle Garenbrig. Is that better? It might be. I could also save it for like a real threat instead of just trying to slow down their mana ramp. Yeah, alright. Okay. I'd still love a land because I need to get to 6 lands for the Scute Swarm to be good. Well, there's my land. I'm just gonna cycle this, and then maybe they'll whiff on Elspeth's Nightmare. Excellent. That's probably getting Cogled. I realized that I could attack with Kogla. No, just kidding. That's getting Cogled. I could Hydra it. So I could play Dryad Greenseeker and Hydra for 3. No, I still want to play Kogla because I want to blow up that Palladium Mirror. And in fact, I'm just going to do that now because I have the Hydra to kill the Dragon Master Outcast before they even get to triggering it. Okay. Didn't find a land. Alright, so I'm going to do this thing then. 1, 2, 3. Get that Outcast out of the way. And they've had enough. Alright, so it looks like they're probably red-green with a splash of black. Although, this is a strange card to have on your splash. Maybe green's their... No, that wouldn't make sense either. Maybe they're just straight Jund. So it looks like they're heavy removal. Maybe that means I like Phylath more. Just puts a bunch of bodies into play. I mean, I don't like that I only have 10 basics in my deck for Phylath. No, none of the removal for big stuff was instant speed. You know what? Maybe I like Savage Stomp less. And I'll play Phylath. That does give me one fewer answer versus Dragon Master Outcast. So I have 1, 2, 3 answers for it. Yeah. Ugh, this is almost good. If one of these was a forest, it would be good. Can't keep that. Alright, I'll keep this. It's either Phylath or Sublime Epiphany going to the bottom. I think Sublime Epiphany. I need this Dryad Greenseeker to do some work for me. Oh, found a land. It's nice. Okay. Spring was pretty good. Hey, Mia. Sweet Terrible Cube Games. Enjoy making dinner. Ooh, Arena. Alright, well, let's see if I can find a land. Well, I think I just want a spring, and then I'll Dryad Greenseeker on their turn. I need to start beating on them, or this arena's going to beat me. Tried doing Approach and Grim Tutor, huh? They had to block Obliterator with an 11/11? That's amazing. Wow. Okay, so they're actually pretty heavy black. So they're going to get to Tergrid's Lantern me. Let's see if I can find a land now. Dang. I don't know if, like, Lantern or if Arena is worse. I have a Brontodon to answer one of them. They're going to be just shy of Valky. No, don't tap like that. Well, I'm going to just do this, and we'll wait and see. The Lantern's not that bad for me if I can get, like, Phylath or Scute Swarm going. I think Lantern in this cube is pretty good, but you have to build the right deck for it. I think in Kaladesh it was nuts. No, I think it's actively good, especially because when the Lantern's not good, you can play a 4/5 with Menace that sometimes randomly steals their stuff, like when they sack their Saga because it's hit the end. Oh, they can Valky, shoot. But they don't want to. That's interesting. They also don't want a Lantern. It's funny if they turn that into a Phylath and then play a land, they can plump. Oh no, this is an elemental, not a plant. I take that back. They're gonna make me sack. I'd love it if they made us draw a card, but I don't think they'll do that. They'll probably make us discard. No, no discard. I think I have to sack. I think I have to sack the Green Seeker, which makes me sad. I can't even blow up the arena this turn because I need all my mana to Shark Typhoon. Yeah, a little surprising they didn't steal a Swarm, but who knows? So if they attack with both, the question is, do I put the Shark in front of Valky or Rankle? Okay, well now it's Rankle, obviously. One, two, three. There's my land. Lake Claim's not going to do it. So I guess I can play this Preserver, and I can play Scute Swarm. Decline. And then I can play a land, pay 2 life, and make a 1/1. Oh, I guess I didn't need the 2 life, but that's alright. I'm only one short of a Lay Claim here. Phyrexian Arena could just kill them. Alright, so they're going to put me to 1, but then they're dead on board. This doesn't trample, right? Yeah. Alright. GG's. Well, sometimes your opponent just lets you win. I don't know, man. Maybe they didn't count. Maybe they thought Phylath trampled. I don't even know why they copied Phylath. Maybe they thought they were going to get the counters when they played their land. But of course, they didn't have any plants, so I don't know. I feel like sometimes people just play Magic on autopilot. They don't want to take the time to try and figure stuff out, and so they're just like, I just play my cards, right? They win the game for me. That game felt a little bit like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they had thought about it, I'm sure they could have had a good plan. I mean, they had like 1,000 cards in hand. I would love to draw a land here. If I don't draw a land, I might play Champion of Wits over Chromatic Lantern. Yeah, because I really want to hit lands here. I think Savage Stomp can probably go. Man, I whiffed on lands? That sucks. Oh, there's a smudge on my screen, and I didn't see that that was a T. I thought it was just some weird character. Yep, sorry, missed your pun. Um, I think I can dump Brontodon and Savage Stomp and just plan to be on a big mana plan. Well, I found my land. I guess I'll Chromatic Lantern here, and then I can Wildborn Preserver. I kept Karuga because I'm going to want to draw cards once I have mana here. And, like, what I kept was all things that work with the, like, ramp plan. Tendershoot Dryad is good. When you make a token every turn, you have Wildborn Preserver in play, etc. Blood Artist could be a problem. Man, I'm getting drained pretty hard here. So Tendershoot Dryad's kind of not great with that Blood Artist. Ooh, that was good. So the question is which of the Blood Artist has got to be worse for me? So I guess I'll spring here. And then I will thrash the Blood Artist. I'm going to put a stop in case, whoops, in case they don't sack something at their end step, but I figure they will. I have 6, 7, 8 permanents. So if I play Tendershoe Dryad, even if I miss on a land, then on their upkeep I hit City's Blessing. Gonti? So I think I'm going to play the Dryad. Well, Keruga's worth 2 cards right now. I'm going to play the Dryad because I want to go wide here. Another land's not bad. So now Keruga's worth 3 cards. Doesn't count itself, right? Yeah, each other. Ugh. I'm dead. I don't know if I'm literally dead this turn, but I'm done. Yeah, I'm not literally dead this turn. Well, this Keruga's a lot worse now. And I can trade for the Massacre Worm, I guess. I think I'm just dead, though. They send everybody, and I block Worm and Ishara. I take 4 and 2 for Massacre Worm, so yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just dead on board. If I had this land first, I wouldn't be, because then I could block Massacre Worm without losing a creature. So as it turns out, I chose poorly on my 5-drop. Oh, they're giving me a turn. Probably need to Champion of Wits here, I imagine. I mean, if they just have a removal spell, I'm dead. If they have, like, anything, I'm dead. But if they have literal nothing, which would be very surprising, this keeps me in the game a little bit longer, I think. It gives me a better chance to dig out of it. Alright, they got me. So they're like Black Sacrifice. Kind of like Lightning Strike to get rid of like Ashaya or Blood Artist. I definitely like Tendershoe Dryad a lot less because of Massacre Worm. Scooch Swarm, same deal. I have only like one counterspell, right? Yeah. So maybe I get off of that plan. And maybe I'm just on the card advantage plan. Crush the Weak could be good. Maybe. And then do I want Behold or do I want Lightning Strike? I think I want Behold. Alright, let's do that. Ugh. Alright. Am I getting rid of Thrashing Brontodon? I didn't see any artifacts or enchantments, right? So it's mostly just a 3-mana 3/4, and I planned a Chromatic Lantern on 3, and probably a Ashaya on 4. So I can put Brontodon on the bottom. Alright, I need to draw some gas. That is not the gas I was looking for. Ew. That's kind of gross. At least Midnight Reaper doesn't trigger on tokens. Yeah, I don't think that works the way you think it works. I mean, I guess they still get their scry. Shark Typhoon's not bad. And Shark Typhoon gives me a token that I can copy with my Sublime Epiphany, whereas Ashaya is a legendary permanent, so if I copy it, I lose one of them. Gonti? Well, let's not. Counter, return, draw. Yeah, I'll make a token. Turn target non-land. You. Target creature I control. This. Target player, me. I will keep this one. Oh, non-token. I messed that up. I made my Ashaya smaller. So I can make a 5/5 shark. ECD. Well, that's unfortunate. So I'm going to not block this, because Hidden Stockpile will just give them a new one. Actually, I guess I should have. That was silly. Could have just prevented one and it doesn't change anything, but that's fine. Goose, not what I'm looking for. Where's all that gas? So they get, what, Gonti back? I guess they can get a Shire back if they prefer. Come on, gas. It's possible that the shark can go all the way. Ooh, that is scary. That is very scary. So if you don't know what this does, yeah, hopefully they don't have any life gain cards, because if they do, I am boned. Can I spend 6 on this? That would leave me with 3. Yeah, I guess so. Kogla's good. Hey, Dual Lands. You are catching me in round 3 here with a weird sort of like blue-green kind of ramp deck. Sultai Ultimatum? No. I don't think that's in the cube, is it? Oh, I hope they play Midnight Reaper. Would be unwise of them, but if they did, I could Kogla it to force them to lose a life, draw a card, and then swing in for lethal with the shark. Yeah, I watched a little bit of some of those games. Looks like a good, interesting take on the Ultimatum deck for Historic. I'd only ever played it in Standard so far. I will take my 4. No, okay. 4. Yeah, I'll block it. Wow. Oh, Dual Lands, that Niv deck that I drafted last week, right at the end of my stream, I recorded myself playing the games and posted on my YouTube channel so that you can watch it if you would like. That's pretty scary. It's a good thing I have a Kogla to kill it. Okay. Unfortunately, my Kogla's not gonna be good enough at killing it. Let's Once Upon a Time and see what I find. Yeah, I couldn't put it on Twitch because I'm not in their partner program or whatever, so it wouldn't let me upload a video. So they can still Doomed Necromancer here, and bring that back, and still have enough to activate the lifelink thing. But it forces that play if that's what they want to do to gain life. And that's their whole turn. They would gain 7, 8, 9 life. I could trade with the Witch of the Moors so that they don't get the trigger. Still in a bad spot there, though. I linked the video, by the way, earlier. Here, let me link it for you, Dual Lands, if you're interested. I'm going to be so close, but I think I'm going to lose this. Well, that's interesting. Are they going to Wrath? That would be bad for me, too. Maybe they think they're dead, and they're trying to dig for an answer. I don't think they are, though. I think if they had sacked the Doom Necromancer for the other guy, the 1/3, give their whole team lifelink, and send, they gained, before they had sacked Gonti, 4, 7, 8, 9 life, which puts them to 10. I don't have to block, but, or do I? Oh, yeah, I would have to block. And they'd still have a blocker, so Kogla doesn't kill them. So I think that was probably a good plan. They're going to Lily. Okay. Kill a shark. Okay, makes sense. Going to try and play a long game. Let's draw a card right now. Explore, okay. Ooh, Kogla was good. Or Karuga, I mean. Oh, that's really good. Because now I can punch the witch. That was a great top deck. And I'm actually going to send the Dryad since it's lethal. Am I gonna blow up the stockpile, or am I gonna blow up a blocker? I think I'm gonna blow up the stockpile in case they find a way out of this. So it's funny because they can plus in Lily, but that puts the Champion of Wits in my discard pile, and then I can reanimate it from there. Gearhulk's good. It's very good. Yep, they got some life. We still have a game on our hands. Or not so much, maybe. So I'm going to take the Gearhulk. They're forced to block Karuga. Well, they're not actually forced to. I'll send the Green Seeker at them, or at Lily, I mean, just to keep them off the -3. I still don't know what card they stole from me. This was quite the game. Ah, that's what they stole from me. That's quite good. Well, they're stabilized again. And I'm going to go ahead and sack one of these for life. Alright, let's champion. See if I can draw something. Well, that's something. Crush the Weak seems pretty bad at this point, so let's discard that one and this forest. And I have 9 cards left in library. Okay, well, I'm still going to do this. So I have 2 mana. I can keep this land in hand to discard to Lily. So right now my plan is end of turn, play Wildborn Preserver, and then Thrix at instant speed could kill them with the Wildborn Preserver if they don't block that one specifically. Right, because I have 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, I can make it an 8/8. Probably should have done this first. I think they're going to die before I get decked, so that's why I'm drawing cards here. Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the Preserver. God, that was dumb. Sorry. So I need one more. Target creature I control, target creature I don't control. Trigger, put a counter on here. I guess I'll play a land. Brontodon. 4, 5, 6. So they block Karuga, I play Thrix, put a counter on like the Dryad Greenseeker, and then that's lethal. Sure. How much do I have? 2? Pay 2. Whew. Well, so I think my opponent threw that game away, and then I almost did to return the favor. Alright, so that was a pretty long game. Massacre Worm, we didn't see it, but I have to expect it's still in there. ECD is a huge bummer. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, though. Did I like Crush the Weak less here? This game made it look a little worse, but it may still be worthwhile. Gonti's pretty yucky too. Oh, you're right. It does kill Solemn. The problem with Scooch Swarm is I could be doing really well at Scooch Swarm and then just straight up die to Massacre Worm. And I don't really want to take that risk. Same reason that I cut the other guy, the Dryad, and why I'm not putting in Phylath. No, I think we'll just run it back. This is a tough match. Oh, Dual Lands, you may not have seen the first game. They have Massacre Worm. They wrecked me with it in the first game. Divine Visitation. Yeah. I get to Once Upon a Time to find a land, and I get to try a Greenseeker on 2. Witch's Cauldron, alright. I feel like I've had Chromatic Lantern like every game. Not that I'm complaining, just observing. Sure. Let's do this. Alternate cost, okay. Kogla is good. Yeah, I think I want that over a land here. Romantic Lantern. Reaper, okay. No attack. Maybe they don't realize their creature has menace. Maybe I should play Bronodon here. But next turn I get to Hydra for 3 and eat the Reaper. Sure. No blocks. Yes, I will reveal it. Ooh, I can actually play Kogla this turn now. That's hot. Because then I get to attack with it next turn and kill that Bastion. Turn 4 Kogla is not half bad. Alright, well I can't block anything this turn. Because otherwise they gain life. Oh, they gain life anyways. Shoot. That sucks. Well, get wrecked. I kind of don't want to block it. Because then they get it back and they can get it back with Kicker. But I think I still will. I'm 2 turns away from stealing that witch, so I think I'll just have to kill it. So I need to cast Hydra for 4, which I can do. Oh, that's not that good though, because the Null Priest of Oblivion. That's alright. I'm still going to do it, and then I can steal it on the next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fight. I do not have Oracle in this deck, no. I'd love to have it, but I don't. So if they play a land and kick the Null Priest, I get to lay claim on the Witch and then attack with Kogla and blow up the Cauldron. It's pretty good. It's even better if they don't. Okay. But they don't gain life this turn, so they don't trigger the Witch this turn. Gimme. Well, that worked out reasonably well. And this Gilded Goose, oh, this Gilded Goose is going to gain me life with the Witch. That's hot. I think I'm going to spring here because of how much mana I want to be able to use it each turn with the Gilded Goose plus the plus sacking the food. It's a nice Witch there. Be a shame if it worked against you. So I need 4 mana for Goose plus sack food. That leaves me with... puts me short of being able to Hydra something for any real amount. Massacre Worm. Well, it only kills a goose. Does ruin my plans a bit, though. Since I have no other ways to gain life, I guess it's time to trade the Witch off. And then I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I can Hydra for 7 and kill the worm. Alright. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Get out of here, worm. I don't think I want to play this land at this point. Well, I have Mind. Five. Yeah, I'm not going to play it. I think I'm more likely to want to cycle it. I do not have a mind to play this Triome. Alright, well, Wrath. So 5, 3... Okay, so I can Brontodon here and leave up Thrix. Yeah, I changed my mind. Now that I have Behold 2, I'm going to go ahead and play the land. Still don't know what they stole from me. Alright. It's a card. It's less good when they have a empty board. Oh, that makes it a bit better. Well, not really, because I'm going to blow it up, I guess. Alright, let's behold and see what I find. Nothing. Ooh, Sublime Epiphany. Alright. Let's attack. See if they want to try and block. So it's funny because I can counter this activated ability, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Yep, Sublime is cheaper because of Thrix. So I think I'm going to Sublime Epiphany here, just because... Sure, I'll counter the activated ability. I want to get more damage in. Target non-land permanent. Target creature I control. Target player. Because this hits them for 7, putting them in 4, and gets another Thrashing Brontodon on the board. And they've had enough. Woot! 3-0'd. I thought that last match was going to be a tough one. It wasn't easy, but we got there. Alright, so I have time to do another draft. Probably not to play any matches. Maybe one match. We'll see. Yeah, it did seem pretty tricky. I think my sideboard helped a lot in that I sideboarded out the things that could kill me with the Massacre Worm. I think that was a big deal. You know what? Before I start this, I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I've done 10 cube drafts. This is my 11th one here. My record has been pretty good. Yes, Friday we'll be drafting Strixhaven, and then Monday I may be taking the day off, as I will have moved that weekend, and I don't know. I've set up my internet, but I don't know like if my computer will be set up or if I'll have spent the whole weekend moving or whatnot. That is the most recent cube only, yes, since April April 4th. It's the first one. The last go around, I drafted it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I think that was the Tinker's Cube, though. The last time this cube was around, I drafted it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times. Thanks. I am excited. We don't have a lot more living space, but we have a lot more storage space because we have a garage, which we don't have in the current place. Yeah, this is different from the Tinker's Cube. The Tinker's Cube is a lot more combo focused, and this is more power focused. Last time the cube was around, back in December and January, they did like 2 or 3 weeks with this cube, and then like 2 or 3 weeks with the Tinker's Cube. No, there are 2 cubes on here, and but they do update them. I think people just call this one the Historic Cube. Ooh, should we try to go Niv again? There's also Golos. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Golos and hope that Niv wheels. I'm going to draft like Niv is going to wheel. Because Golos definitely won't, but there's a reasonable chance that Niv does. If I was like trying to take the best pick, it's probably still Golos. That's true. Plus, World Tree is a good combo. But I'm not counting on that. I'm just... Golos helps fix your mana, pick up lands. So I want Niv to wheel. If it doesn't, I would be happy with the green-white land, I guess. But let's do Golos here. True, Gearhulk is so good, and I have not played it yet. But it can't be as sweet as Niv, right? Yep, that's true. I have done that before, not this time around. So there's a blue-green land. There's Mirari's Wake if I go to the Niv plan. If I get Niv back, that is. Mirari's Wake wheels a lot, and I do need fixing, and I'm likely to be green-based, so Hinterland Harbor's probably good. Sphinx of Foresight's also quite good. Maybe that's just powerful enough to just take. Yeah, there'll be more lands. And Sphinx of Foresight's pretty good in a Niv deck. If it's in your opening hand, you get the Scry 3. Alrund's Epiphany. There's a couple of Niv hits. There's a black-white land. I'm going to take the Epiphany here. I think that card's good, and it goes with my Sphinx. I don't think a Johnny or Cruel Celebrant are that good. Massacre Worm's interesting. Yes, I do have alternate art on my Massacre Worm. I have no idea where it came from. Triome, that seems like exactly what I want in my Niv deck. If I wasn't planning for Niv, this might be like a Thassa's Intervention. But I am planning for Niv, so let's do that. Prism, that helps with Niv. There's no lands. Mikaeus is very strong. There's Poison the Cup too, but I think this is just a Prism here. Cosima's pretty good too. I don't think I'm going to take it over Prism though. Yeah, Field Dead would be good too. And like, if this Niv doesn't wheel, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Like, this pick is not right unless I'm planning on having Niv back. Omen Keel, get your opponent's lands. I don't think that's how you generally play that card. There's Thirst for Meaning. I have 0 enchantments at this point. I think I'll just take a land. Angel's good. Woestrider's good. I can still open Bridge. Oh, you mean the green land? That makes them all tap for any color? That's true. So Angel of Sanctions is the most powerful card, but it's also double color. Woestrider's not bad. There's also Opt. I feel like I'm going to take Opt here. Because if I'm on Niv, it can help fix me. It looks like I'm likely to be base blue. And Woestrider's good, but I'm not planning to be a sacrifice deck, so it gets a lot worse. And the double white on Angel of Sanctions can be rough. Yep. We'll see next pack if I get my wish. So there's a couple of different lands. There's blue, white, and blue, black. I'm going to take the blue, black one, mostly because I think the shock lands are a little bit better than the check lands, especially in 5 color. There's black, white. Yeah, I mean, they're about the same. I'm going to take this. Alright, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Niv. Come on, Niv. Come on back, Niv. Let's do it, Niv. Please come back. Yes! Niv came back. Alright, we're in for the plan. Yeah, I mean, Niv isn't like a good card. It's a sweet card. So it doesn't often get picked very highly. My fixing's still not very good. So most of these cards are garbage. I think Hagra's Mauling's okay. Double Black's a little rough. If I end up base blue-black, it might be okay, but it's also a land, so that's why I'm going to take that. Yeah, right? All these dual-color cards. I'm not taking Conclave Mentor to hit on Niv. That card's just too bad for me. Cruel Celebrant, that's another pretty bad one. I think I'm just going to take a land here. We'll get there. We'll get there on the double color lands. I don't want any of this. I guess I'll take Castle. Probably not play it. There we go. See, there's a good Niv hit. Thirst for Meaning, sure. Alright, so I need fixing and Niv hits. That's what I need here. Green is very not open, which may make the fixing a lot harder. There's Bastion, sure. So there's one Niv hit here. But it's not a very good one. There's Wayward Swordtooth, which is kind of interesting, but if I'm not base green, it's a lot worse. Kind of like Supreme Will. Niv Control instead of Niv Ramp. The only thing I really know is that I'm probably blue, so... Yeah, I mean, other than that, there's like Eliminate or Lava Coil. Yeah, I think I'm taking Supreme Will here. This is looking very different from my last Niv deck. Alright, so Tristani's a good Niv hit. Growth Spiral can be good, but I'm not base green, it looks like. So it's a lot worse. And then there's a couple of lands. The Mirari's Wake didn't come back, worth noting. Tristani is so far away from my normal colors, though. Let's take Overgrown Tomb. If I end up base black, which it looks like I might, it's still up in the air. But I'm less likely to end up base white, and I'm probably not base green. So I'm going to take the fixing. Maybe Tristani will come back. Incubation Druid is pretty sweet. Sphinx's Rev, that's a Niv hit. And I like that card. And if I'm base blue, I have 2 white fixing already. If I was base green, I'd probably take the Druid here, but I'm not, so I won't. Sphinx's Rev might wheel. I see that card go late a lot. The only question is, do I think it'll wheel and want to take a land over it? Nah, I'm going to take the Sphinx's Rev. I definitely need, like, some early interaction here. Yep. Sphinx's Rev was real good in Standard for a while. So Saheeli is the only Niv hit. It's not even bad. There's also like a green-red duel. Man, my mana is going to be a mess in this deck. Worth noting, Sphinx's Rev is a terrible hit off of Golos. I don't think I want Temple because I think I'm not very likely to be green or red base. This land's okay, but I think I'm going to take Saheeli here. This is looking much worse than my last Niv deck. Thief of Sanity. It's in the colors I think I want to be in, and it's a good Niv hit. Cloud Blazer is a good Niv hit too, but I think Thief of Sanity can just win a game by itself, so I'm going to take that one. And Atris, there we go. Yeah, I agree. Thief of Sanity is very strong. God, my mana is atrocious. I really need, like, that World Tree or whatever it's called, and maybe the artifact I had in the last one, the 3 mana, all your lands tap for whatever color. But we're gonna try and live the Niv dream, even if it ends up being my worst my worst deck of everything. I like Languish a lot, but Vraska is interesting. It's a Niv hit in a color pair I don't have yet, and it's in one of the colors I want to be in. I think I'm just going to take that. Sad about losing the Languish, though. Man, if only I was base green, I could take this Goose. I guess I have to take the land. There's also Thibblethip, Champion of Wits. I have 1 white card. I'm going to take the Shrine. I'm not going to lie, this deck feels a little bit like a train wreck right now. Although that Thief of Sanity and Atris helped a lot. I don't think I want to play this Bastion. Would I take Ori if it comes up? Kind of depends on what else is in the pack. Swordtooth came back, but I'm not base green. I guess Bind the Monster? It's kind of gross. I can't afford to take Hedron here with all the colors. Normally I'd be happy with that card. So there's a green-white land, and then there's Tez. I have 3 white sources already. Alright, I'm going to take the land. I think I just need to be able to cast my spells. Think twice. Is Seagate Stormcaller any good in my deck? I've got Opt, and that's it. So I guess think twice here. I could take Icy. Let's take Icy. I don't want any of this. Cloudblazer came back. That's sweet. Alright, so now I need basically early interaction and fixing. Feed the Swarm's not terrible. Oh, why are you in a color I can't take? Judith is a Niv hit, but it's not that good in my deck. Kiora is a Niv hit, and I could play it as like ramp. Into the Royal's good, but and Karn's good, but I think I need Kiora here. I think it fits the deck better. I could take Fatal Push. I don't think Liliana's where I want to be. I don't think Acquisitions Expert is where I want to be. Search for Escanta is interesting, but I don't think that's where I want to be either. So I'm going to take Fatal Push. If Search comes back, I might take it. I also might take a Folio of Fancies for the sideboard if it came back. I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, so there's Binding and Valki. So Valky's just super powerful. Do I have no red sources right now? I have no red lands. That sucks. Valky's so good, but red is so hard for me. I guess I'm still going to take it and hope Binding comes back. I don't expect it to, though. I need to pick up a red land. There's no lands. Escape the Wilds is the only hit. Eldest Reborn's pretty good. Man, this is a pile. Oh, there's a red land. Black-red. There's also, like, Noxious Gearhulk and Immersturm Raider is a Niv hit, so is Chevelle. There's a Golden Egg, which isn't bad either. I think I need a red land, though. It's one of my main colors, and I can find it with Golos. Yeah, it's currently like a blue-black deck. There's another red land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8 lands. So I'm at 23 playables right now. I mean, Murder's Rider's good, but I think I want Blood Crypt over Woodland Cemetery. I have the same number of red cards as green cards at this point. It's a blue-black land over, like, Thoughtseize. Yeah, okay. There's a blue-white land and a blue-green land. I have one white... I have one white card and one green card besides Niv. Oh, I have 2 white cards. I'll take that one. So Into the Royal came back. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I have 8 Niv hits in the deck. That's acceptable. I don't really want Judith, so I'll take the Into the Royal. Folio came back. I guess that's acceptable for the sideboard. I probably still want that over Acquisitions Expert. There's a black-white land and Expansion Explosion, which is a Niv hit, but I think it's pretty bad in my deck. So I'll take the land. And I don't want any of these. I guess I can take this against aggro. So this is 24, so I have to make one cut. Man, it's a lot harder to go 5 colors when you're not base green. You have to spend so many picks on lands, and I don't even know if my mana's good yet. Thirst for Meaning seems suboptimal. Chevelle came back, so did Golden Egg, though. I think Chevelle is less good for me when I'm not base green, and Golden Egg may allow me to cast a Niv I couldn't otherwise cast. I can't really play Spring to Mind, so take this for the sideboard. Well, I do not have high confidence in this deck being good, but hopefully it will be fun. Alright, so let's figure out the mana after. What are my Niv hits? I'm putting those two to the side because I can just regular cast them with my regular mana. So I have 8 Niv hits. There's a lot of overlap in the colors, which is a bummer. Well, not a lot. There's 2 blue-black and 2 blue-white. Alright, what's my removal? I've got Bind, Fatal Push. Bind seems pretty bad. Feed the Swarm. Yeah, maybe I cut Bind. Supreme Will. Is Thirst for Meaning good here? I have Eldest Reborn as my only enchantment. Yeah. Saheeli's kind of sucky, isn't it? Because, like, I might make a few tokens. I'm only playing 7 creatures. But, like, it can't copy anything. Because legendary, 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 if I play that as a creature, legendary, it can copy a thief, which is really good. It can copy Cloudblazer, but once it's in play, that doesn't matter. So it's basically just a token spitter, and I'm just medium at being a token spitter. What's my interaction? I picked up a fair bit of interaction. And then there's also like Bedevil over there and Vraska. Alright, so there's Thirst for Meaning. Could be on the chopping block. Oh, and I have Icy too. I didn't even put that over there. Yeah, it's probably Thirst, I would imagine. Let's get this all colored up. I'm going to call that a gold card. Alright, so I only have 6, 7, 8 black cards, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue cards, so I'm way heavier blue. Let's see what my sources look like. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. That is not enough. Maybe I could get away with 9. I have... There's a basic mountain here. I don't want that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black sources with no swamp, no basic swamps. Nuts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources. That's way more than I need. But almost all of them are black sources too. I have 1, and I'm not counting Prism or Golos or Golden Egg in any of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 green sources for 1, 2 green cards. And then I have 1, 2 red sources for 1 plus Niv. So red is going to be the tough one for me to hit. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources, really. So it's probably fine. How many of my lands are flip lands? Just 1. That's good. Alright, well... Oh, I have to cut 1 more card. I think I decided on Thirst here. Thirst is like... It can kind of help fix, but it's not very good, I think. I'm going to cut it. Why do I still have too many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. I think something glitched. Yeah, something glitched. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to take a screenshot of this pile so that I can reference it. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and play 1 match on stream with it. It seems too awesome not to. And by awesome, I mean awesome to watch, not because I think I'm going to win with it. This may be the worst deck that I've drafted this whole cube. But that's alright. We were in it for fun, right? Oh, I have 2 red cards. Hold on. I have Valky. I don't think I counted that before. And Bedevil. I mean, I still can't... I can't really afford to play a basic mountain, so... There we go. Yeah. I've got stuff. I can play this Vraska if I find another green or black source. Have some early interaction. Atris could get me somewhere. I can Supreme Will if I need to dig. Ooh, looks like it's a mirror. Well, it's not really a mirror. I mean, Field would be pretty rough in my deck because of the colorless mana. they have field their decks better. The last time this cube came around, I was not very impressed with field. Alright, so I guess I'm playing this land, and I'm planning, unless they play something really bad for me, I'm going to Supreme Will and try to dig for a land. Ew. Alright, I think I have to counter that. I realize that I can kill it, but they also get the 2 tokens too. Excellent, I drew a land. Alright. Basri. Alright. So I'll Fatal Push when they try to make it indestructible. So is it Golos time? I could Vraska and kill this monument, but I think I need to Golos here. Alright, so I have blue covered, green, white, black, so I need a red source. So I can top deck, oh, they found their own Golos. I can top deck any land here to activate Golos. If I don't, though, I can feed the Swarm on their Golos and Atris. Oh! As much as I want to Niv, I don't think it's time to Niv yet. So I'm going to feed the Swarm here. I'm going to attack Basri Ket. They probably block. And if they do, then I'll Vraska and kill their monument. Well, unless I want to Atris. I'm going to kill their monument. I don't want them to have a whole bunch of blockers. If I need to, I can... oh, they're going to get 2 zombie tokens, huh? So Basri's going to get to ultimate. That was a poor choice. Yeah, maybe I should have played Niv, just so I could kill Basri. Vraska can... You are totally right. For some reason I thought I couldn't hit Planeswalkers with it. That was a big mistake. Maybe they'll miss a land this turn. That would be lucky. How hard they're thinking, it kind of looks like they are. Oh, did I luck out? That's true. I can Royal to reset him if I need to. Alright, let's plus this. So they can't block right now. So I'm going to just attack Basri. What? Total whiff? Well, that is unfortunate. Out of my 8 hits, I've only seen 2 of them. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen before. Sphinx. I kind of just want to land so that I can Golos. Yeah, I was going to lose a mana, but that would have been a safer option, dual lands. Alright, well, they got there on Swordtooth. So I have to let Vraska die, but I do get to kill Basri with Niv. Alright, well, let's send everybody. And I will Prism here. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll Atris because I'm fine taking a hit. Saheeli's pretty good, actually, popping out a bunch of tokens. I think I'll take that over the 1 card. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, I guess it's less good because they can give lifelink with Heliod. I didn't think about that. Making all kinds of mistakes this match. If I draw a land, I'm still probably just going to Golos. Let's take 9. That's true. Heliod does make this a lot harder. I probably need to end the royal this turn, which leaves me 2 mana if I want the thing. I guess I can do this. And I'll send Atris. No, I won't. Change my mind. Oracle, that's a good one. Oh, ECD's on top? That is bad news for me. Yeah, I mean, I can't really do anything about it, though. Sphinx's Rev. Alright, well, let's just activate and see what I find. Ooh. How about I take their ECD? That was an amazing draw. I don't want lands. Oh, you know what? I should have attacked with Niv and then untapped it. That was a mistake. They have a Vraska. Doesn't really do much here, I guess. Immortal Sun? Well, I can ECD that, but am I dead? No. I'm almost dead, though. It has to be Immortal Sun, because I need to be able to use Tibalt. So, ECD. This one. I can't Tibalt Heliod unless it turns on. But I can do this. Yeah, I can. The problem is a removal spell kills me. But regardless, a removal spell kills me, so... Alright, can I survive this turn? I'm almost out of cards in my deck, too, so I need to get to killing them. Oh, Saheeli's actually really good now, huh? Because Saheeli can turn things into copies of Gargaroth now. So I have 5, 9. I can have 10 mana. That's 3, 6, 9. 3. I can have more than 10 mana. Alright, let's do this. So many cards. Okay, and Saheeli. Sure. Let's into the Royal. And push. Whoops, that's not push. Where are you, push? Push. And Vraska. You attack there. And I'm going to gain life just in case they have some sort of like weird drain effect that I can't think of. I have, what, 2, maybe 3 mana left? Have I played a land yet? Hadn't. So 3 or 4 mana left. I guess let's play Basri. I think I can go for lethal next turn. Oh, I forgot to plus Basri, but whatever. Oh, they didn't have a red source. I didn't want to use Saheeli. I didn't have Saheeli in play pre-combat. Alright, well, we got there. That was not really how I was expecting that game to go. But somehow you get there. So they're on, like, green-white go wide. Sure wish I had that Languish. You control. I mean, I don't really have anything that's better against them, I feel like. I could play Veto to try and, like, burn them out or something, but that doesn't seem very good. Well, I don't feel like I earned that win. I feel like I made enough mistakes that I probably should have lost that game, but I didn't. And I whiffed completely on Niv, too. Yep, I can use Vraska to kill Basri, that is true. I mean, I don't see anything that seems worse than Veto. And I don't think Folio Fancies is where I want to be in this match. Alright. This seems great. I have 3 different colors. I have an egg. I get to scry 3 to start. They put me on the play. Looks... No, they didn't. So the courtyard gives me another color. Do I want the Supreme Will? I think I do. Courtyard will be next turn, and then I have Dragonskull Summit after that. And I get to leave up the Supreme Will on turn 3. Yeah, Tristani resolving would have definitely been a whole different game. Ooh, Niv. If we can draw one more land, any land, we get to turn 5 Niv. And the Sphinx will help too, because I can scry with the Sphinx. Shadow Spear. Is that card a problem for me? I don't think so. Oh, you're right. They could have paid for it anyway. Sure. There's a land, but it comes into play tapped. I think I'm just going to take Golos here. So I'm actually just going to play Vraska here and kill the Arachneer. I realize that uses my egg, but I still have a Golos to go find my green source. If I can hit a 5th land. No, I'm killing the spider because now they don't have anything to equip the Shadow Spear to. The Devil's not going to do it. So I have to kill this so that they don't get to kill Vraska or draw a bunch of lands or whatever. I do need to find a land here. Alright. Found the land. So I need a green source. Green, black, white, or green, white, or green, blue. Alright, green, black, white. And I'm gonna not sack anything here. Tristani's pretty good. Ooh. I'm a mana short. I can Kiora minus untap a land and Sphinx. Do I want to kill Shadowspear? Yes, that is true. Shadowspear is irritating, but I don't know if it's important. And ultimating Vraska could actually win me the game. So I'm just going to go up and decline on the sack. So next turn I go up on Vraska, putting her to 9, and I Alrund's Epiphany. And then on the next turn I ultimate Vraska and kill them. That is assuming they don't decide to just send everybody at Vraska, which they certainly could do. Basri, okay. So they can't quite make one of the soldiers big enough to get through Golos right now, so that's good. But if they equip the Shadowspear, I think I win. Well, that's not necessarily true. They could send everybody at Vraska. Excellent. This doesn't give first strike, right? Right, okay. I had to check that because if it did, then they would get to gain life and put a counter on something. I guess it still wouldn't have mattered. Alright, I think that'll do it. Sure. Bloop. And let's kill Basri just because I can. Sure. Die to birds. Woot! Someone cast Unbreakable Formation and Ondu Inversion on the same turn. That is 11 mana in white. That's pretty nuts, Mio. Alright, well that's going to do it for the stream. That deck was pretty sweet. I might film myself doing the last 2 games. If I do, I'll post it on the YouTube channel like I did the last one. This was my last stream of Cube, since Strixhaven will be out on, I think it's Thursday. So hopefully I will see you all on Friday, and if not, then have a great weekend. And again, I may or may not be back Monday. I'll try to update my schedule, but you know, honestly, what I'll do is I'll remove it from my schedule, and then if I have like internet and computer by then I'll put it back on. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.